From the SoCal Complex in Oceanside, this is the SC Cup 2017. Hello again, everybody. I'm Greg GK Porter for GK Sports. And you got to shift colors for all you sailors out there, past and present. We're underway. Going from left to right will be Fram, and right to left is the Del Mar Sharks. Fram sending that ball in the central now, trying to get a runner there. And they do have one. That's Roz. To the wide side, Alvarez. Alvarez being marked heavily in the area, and that ball will go past the byline, and let's see. It's going to be a corner kick, so it was off of the Sharks. And so the first corner kick of the match. Nice, comfortable summer day. The SC Cup 2017. We got George Langevin with you on the camera. The videographer business for over 20 years, more like 25. In the area there, trying to get another strike was Fram. And winning it, the Sharks sending it all the way upfield. Body that time was McAllister, but it goes behind her, and now trying to run onto it is Viviana. Viviana on the right flank for her offense. Viviana, a service, trying to get a strike and just missed on the near side. Both of these teams won their very first game today in the SC Cup 2017. Sponsored by the Oceanside Breakers right here in the city of Oceanside. Second year for GK Sports doing the SC Cup. On the near side, Fram out of the Palos Verdes area, sending the ball across midfield and reducing the size of the field. The Del Mar Sharks going up forward. And that ball is going to go past the byline and out of play. In the area, the Sharks now still trying to keep that pressure in the attacking third. Francesco throwing in for the Sharks. Just the early minutes of the match, 30-minute halves. Almost in the area. Now it is trying to go forward. And Viviana, and they take it, dispossess that time all the way upfield, but they gain it back. That's Catalina sending it to the right flank now. Chasing it down is Sydney over in the area, outside the area, and that's out of play. So it'll be a throw-in to the far side. Jordan will throw it in for the Sharks. Viviana trying to get to it. Blocked. They send it in the area now. Try to get another strike. You can't do it as Fram is able to defend at the top of the area. Get it back to the back line. Delaney, and it goes out of play. 0-0 your score. Just the opening minutes of this match. In the girls under 13. 2005. And that one goes out of play. Over later part of the week, getting a little bit more of the humidity action coming into play. Earlier in the week, there was very little San Diego County. But overall, it's still a real nice week. The second week of August. GK Sports will be doing another tournament that we did last year, Lonte Cup. We'll be doing that tomorrow. Looking for a championship game in that one. And he got a whistle, a foul. Going to turn out to be a free kick now. The Sharks. Francesco will take the free kick. Trying to put one in the area and see if he can get a runner. Francesca, not a bad one. Into the area. does have a touch by her teammate there. That was Stella. And out onto the top, Catalina just outside the area now. Near side of Stella. Back to Catalina. Looking for an opening there. He sends one wide all the way over to Sydney. Sydney may not be able to keep it in. And it's going to be a goal kick. So they got a little bit of pressure on that after that free kick. Brooke Giordano. And in the area, and there's going to be a foul that's going to work against the Sharks. So the free kick, either a foul or that was offside, whichever the case may be. Either way, it results in a free kick. Ella Freeberry. Freeberry was looking for a teammate there in the central. Catalina sends one an early ball looking for Sydney. Sydney runs it down, but was just past the byline. Sydney trying to curl that one back. And you see that in professional soccer where they're able to get to that byline and curl it right back in. And these players learning how to do that. Stella. Into space, finds her teammate now. That's Sydney. Sydney shot a block and knocked away. Nicely done by Brooke Giordano. So the save by Brooke, keeping the Del Mar Sharks from getting on the score sheet. So it's going to result in the corner kick, the Del Mar Sharks. Both teams showing already in this tournament they know how to put it in the back of the net. Albeit those games were close earlier in the day. The wide side, Fram with a touch. Intercepted, and it was already out of play. So the throw in, Jordan throws it in, far side touchline. Touch there by Sydney, popped up into the air, in the area now. Sending it forward on a return pass was Viviana, but not able to get Sydney to run onto it because, again, he's dealing with that byline over there. But they're working in their offensive attack, and that's something that the defenders have to be mindful of because they're going to get better touches towards that. Fram, the goal kick. Brooke now sending the ball off of an intercept into the central. Trying to get to it is McKenna. And can't do it. Instead, the Del Mar Sharks getting to it first. And intercepted, though, nicely done by Fram. The wide side, though, here's Jordan. Sending some ball in some space for Sydney, but taken away. Protecting in that space that time was Val Reyes. And Val injured her, or either fractured or broke her arm, playing with his splint on it, or cast, I should say. Ball sent to the attacking third. Del Mar Sharks there. They do get a header now towards the area. And there was a collision there, and the center ref did not call it. It said play on. Delaney. And his ball goes out of play. Well, we saw a good one last week right here. The SoCal Complex, the Surf Cup 2017, a championship match. And it was in the girls under 13. Fabulous match that went down to the last few minutes. Won by Orange County team, the Patidores over La Marinda. La Marinda had most of the touches in that match, most of the possession time, and thought they were going to win that match, leading 1-0 late in the match, and ended up losing at 2-1. Throw in for Fram, far side touchline. They do get a strike forward, and Let's see. May have to throw it in again. Not at the right spot. In this 0-0 match here in the first half, Greg G.K. Porter along with George Langevin on the camera for you. Sent forward by Fram. With the Del Mar Sharks back line able to send it with the header. Did Fram trying to keep the attack going in the attacking third, but the Sharks into space able to win it and send it up forward, and it is sent out of play. And that was off of McKenna McAllister. So the throw-in in this 0-0 match, first half, struck forward by Fram, but intercepted now. But now winning it is Talia Hernandez, and that ball goes out of play. Off of Fram, so it's going to be a throw-in, and now in the attacking third is Fram. The other side of Los Angeles, Palos Verdes. Nice area out there. Substitutions are occurring. The throw-in out for Fram. Off of a bounce, intercepted by the Sharks. Viviana sending the ball all the way forward, and that ball is going to go out of play as too much pace on it for Sydney to get to it. But boy, Sydney is working to try to do just that with the Del Mar Sharks. So out of their defensive third, a throw-in for Fram. Trying to get some offense going. Sustained offense going. Quick touch by Catalina, the Sharks. And in the deep back, they send it across midfield. A quick touch that time by number 4. We didn't get her on there, and we'll try to see if we can catch her at halftime, what number it is, and the name of the number associated with the number. Catalina is sending it forward on the near side, but that's intercepted by Fram. And trying to keep it in, and does so. Melee, nice play by Melee, and Melee still attacking now as Catalina marking on her. And of the near side is won by Francesca, and Francesca sending it all the way forward, and it's intercepted and knocked out away quickly by McKenna McAllister. It's going to be a throw-in from the near side. Francesca is going to throw it in right outside the area. Throws in some space for her teammate to run it down. That's Viviana sending a ball in the area looking for Sydney, and Sydney will chase it down again. Sydney's got area to play with this time. Sydney now turns it, and she was looking for Avery, but she didn't get it. But now Avery will try to chase it down, but playing real well in the space with Charlotte, and that ball is going to be a corner kick. So corner kick, they'll have some substitutions with the Sharks. If we don't mention the substitutes that come in, we will mention them as they touch that soccer ball. Emma, number 22, is in the match now, and Ashley is in the match for the Sharks. And their corner kick in its 0-0 match in the bracket play. That wind slowing it down, as you saw there, and upfield it goes. Sharks, they do get a touch that time by Lauren, and Lauren not able to connect. Nice breeze going on right now. Cools it down, makes it very comfortable up here. This may be the jewel of San Diego County when you talk about one complex with multiple fields. You throw it in. The Sharks intercepting. Nicely done by Fram. But they'll have to still defend. Lauren will throw it in, but upfield though. Lauren into some space. Intercepted, but she'll gain some real estate down the right flank. Throws it in. Intercepted again. It caroms over. They get a couple touches to the Sharks, but defending well in that space is Fram. But they'll have to do it even more so now into the corner. And let's see. Looks like it's going to be a corner kick. So corner kick again now in your first half. Del Mar Sharks. With the clean sheet in this match. And this one is more direct now, off of a bounce, trying to get a strike. And won by Fram out of their area, and they will come out with it. They want to get a counterattack going. And this one is touched out of play that time by Ashley. Fram throwing it in from the near side touchline. And it goes out of play as Maley wasn't able to control it for Fram. Francesca will throw it in. Francesca on the near side just threw it away. And it's going to be now a throw in for Fram. Ella will throw it in. Substitution for Fram on the far side is coming out is Andy. Don't know her number until she turns around. As I mentioned, when they touch that soccer ball, we mention their name, and it goes out of play. I believe it was number 2 there for Fram. And that's Brooke Giordano. Mentioning that Brooke Giordano was a keeper. It's Katie Lannon has been the keeper this whole first half. Going to be a throw-in now. In this 0-0 match, Fram and the Del Mar Sharks. Girls under 13. To the center circle. Del Mar Sharks will work it out wide, but Emma will run out of real estate on the far side. It'll be a throw-in now for Fram. Fram out of their own defensive half. Fram not a lot of touches in the defensive half of the Sharks. They want to try to change that. Trying to get to it in the space that time was Donahue, but you could not. And now on it, number 4 sending it up forward, just outside the area. And center back doing a fine job. Francesca on the near side, and it goes out of play, and it's going to be a goal kick. Del Mar Sharks still trying to work and get something real strong on the keeper, Katie Lannon. They've only had one shot and was somewhat strong and close by Sydney. And Lannon making the save. And it heads over to Lannon now as the Sharks trying to get that strike that they want. And this was going to be a tough one, but over the top of frame. Viviana was there in some space where she could operate, but didn't get the kind of line drive more that she wanted. They're trying for that back post to try to give them a 1-0 lead. So, Katie Lannon sets it up. Lannon off of a bounce. Winning the soccer ball. In his space, and a collision now, and a player down. Center ref says play on. It's in the area now. They want to try to get a carom, but that didn't happen, and now he's going to blow it dead. That collision was kind of a tough one as they were trying to get to that space you saw and make the play, and not realizing that their teammate was right there as well. Nil-nil match, and we'll take a breather. So it's going to be a drop by the center ref. And walking off is the Fram player as she got hit pretty hard. That looks like it's McKenna McAllister that was hit. Midsection, it looked like at the moment, but we'll find out. If it's serious to where she doesn't come back in, or if she can come back in at some point in the match. And substitutions, Del Mar Sharks. You get 3 fresh players in the match. In this 0-0 match, Lauren is one of the players that came in. We didn't catch the other 2. You saw. Lannon drives this ball towards the central, intercepted. It goes out to Dwight. Roz Talvasa. And it's going to be a foul. And it's going to be a free kick. Free kick for Del Mar Sharks. You got players but in that space, but could not get anybody to strike that ball and get good passing. And so now back up the field and trying to make a play that time. But they could not get the connecting part of it, and that was Jordan. And it's going to be a throw-in. Fram. Trying to get to it was Roz. And let's see, now it's going to be a throw-in again for the Sharks. Sharks in the area now. This is always dangerous. The Sharks, and they got a player's free in the goal! Go, 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 go! Ashley putting it in the back of the net. She was unmarked that time and just decided to try for the top portion of the back of the net. And it's 1-0, Del Mar Sharks. They had, I believe, 1 goal in their last game, and now they've equaled that in this game in the tournament. Fram sending the ball to Denier Sai, trying to get their teammate Maley to work there, but it was taken away and back to midfield. But now Karam's in the direction they wanted to go, but the Sharks have it. Emma working with it, stopping the soccer ball there. Emma looking for a teammate to pass it to and finds one. The deep back, Delaney, but then intercepted. But getting onto it now is Morgan. Morgan working that ball over to Catalina. And Catalina sending it forward. Viviana now to the wide side. Viviana service now. Got a teammate there, strikes it, and she's sandwiched, couldn't get another strike. And Fram sends the ball forward, but it's intercepted by the San Diego County team. And sent forward by number 4 there. But winning it in the back is Fram to midfield, but Delaney sending it forward. Intercepted. Running it down is Taylor, and that ball goes out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Fram, leading 1-0 here in the first half. Later moments of the first half. And a couple players are going to come out for the Sharks. Catalina is one of them. And they're going to get Stella into the match. She's number 7, and Sydney, number 3, back into the match. And Sydney heads it forward. Sydney looking for Stella, and Stella runs onto it, but then the ball is taken away and sent out of play. It was off of the Del Mar Sharks player, so it's going to be a throw-in for Fram. Fram looking for an equalizer before the end of the first half, down 1-0. The far side touchline. Get it going forward. The Cloud. Errant touch. Sharks throwing it in, and then now trying to get to that one into space, and a foul occurred. So the Sharks will have possession now with the free kick. Delmar Sharks now. Morgan off of a bounce. Gets her teammate to touch it that time, Emma. And it goes out wide. Touched by Sydney up forward. They still have possession now. Karam's into the area, but nicely done by Fram at the top of the area to get it out of the danger. And off to 50-50, it goes out of play. It'll be a throw-in from the far side touchline with Delmar Sharks leading. Full name, Delmar Carmel Valley Sharks. And we've done them before, GK Sports. Throw-in, the far side touchline, Taylor. Malinowski, and it goes out of play. Off of a header. Heading forward. Trying to keep it going that time was Stella, but she got sandwiched. They took it away. But now she got a teammate upfield in the central. Ashley now. She scored the goal. Ashley's on it again, and either turns out to be a service, but Sydney's not going to be able to run it down. But boy, that ball was a nice bend on it that time by Ashley. Just had too much pace on it for Sydney to run onto it and keep it in play. And she's run into that quite a bit here in the first half. Ashley heads it down. Staying with it there was Talia and sending it forward. And they now are going to get a counterattack going. Gabby Alvarez, but they get to it first, the Sharks, and send it out of play, but they're going to get a throw in. So Fram's going to throw it in for the far side touchline again, as I mentioned, trying to get an equalizer. They're in the attacking third. They need more possession time in the attacking third. But you never know. And now, Melee now, first shot, and it just hit the top of the net. Melee's shot rose a little bit too high. Looked like from an instant there it was going to go into the back of the net. But it rose a little bit too high, and maybe the wind had something to do with that. Good strike by Melee that time. Body going one way, and that shot going in the direction she wanted it to, towards the far post. Outside of the area, and it's headed by the Sharks, but now getting to it. There's a player in the space, and there's a foul that occurred, so it'll be a free kick for the Sharks. Sharks leading 1-0. Not much time here in the first half. If you're Fram, you need to try and intercept and see what you can do. There's getting another shot. Can't play much in your own defensive half at this point. You want to get the equalizer. The wide side. And Taylor sending it out of play. Val Reyes over there trying to help out. And she's back in the game with that cast on her right hand, or right arm, I should say. And that's the end of the first half. With the score, the Sharks getting the goal by number 14. And that, or number 15 rather, Ashley scoring the goal. So Ashley scoring the goal in the first half, and we will be right back with action in the second half of the SoCal Cup, sponsored by the Oceanside Breakers Soccer Club right here in Oceanside. You ready, George? So 1-0 score at halftime. About ready to shift colors for all you sailors out there, past and present, as the Del Mar Sharks will be going from left to right in the dark blue, and the Fram is going from right to left in the white with the red numbers. We are underway, and that ball is in the deep third, and that is Sydney putting the pressure on, but Fram comes out with the soccer ball now. And they need to spend more time in the attacking third if they want to get an equalizer, or they're going to have to find a way to get real accurate shots at times to get one in the back of the net. And they had one late in the first half, but just not able to get that one by Melee to be put into the back of the net. The throw in now on the near side. Sharks keeping the pressure on. Outside the area. Kenna. Throw in just right outside the area. Jordan, and the save. Save's made by Lannon. Midfield. Fram getting a run. Maria, and then into the area, and they cannot continue on. Sydney on the near side. Sydney cuts it inside. Able to get around Val Reyes. And in the area now, they're trying to get another strike, and it goes past the goal line. So Lannon with the goal kick. All the way up forward trying to get it was Kelly Donahue. Or rather, that was Claire that time. Claire is number 4 out there. The Del Mar Sharks. Midfield. Header brought forward. Sharks. And out of play. Fram. To the wide side. And the Sharks protecting in that left defensive area and sending it out of play. Towards the outside of the area now. And it goes out of play. Throw in for Fram. Intercepted. Sharks sent upfield toward the midfield area. Intercepted again. Taylor sending that ball up down the right flank now. Here's Melee. Melee attacking. Melee getting around the defender, and it goes out of play. And it was touched off by Melee. She wanted that to be touched off by the Sharks player. They would have got a corner kick out of it. So the goal kick, the Sharks leading 1-0 here in the early moments of the second half. Counterattack. The Sharks. The touch by Talia, and then now Fram has it again. Talia onto the soccer ball, goes wide, but sent that ball in a space where Sharks could run onto it. That was Francesca. Stella. Sharks trying to continue forward in the attacking third. Off of a carom over into the corner. And that's going to turn out to be, looks like a goal kick. And it is. Every time it goes out, Fram, it works against them. They want to keep it in play. Lannon chipped out quickly that time by Stella. Fram will throw it in. Not an urgency time yet, but that is going to come if they cannot get an equalizer in the next number of minutes. Sharks not in a hurry. They'll throw it in. Sharks trying to win another close one. And that's going to be a foul. Sharks now with a free kick. Sharks trying to add another one to their tally up, and Lannon makes the save. As the wind kind of played with that one a little bit. You're going to get that in the afternoon up here at the SoCal Sports Complex in Oceanside. Greg G.K. Porter, for GK Sports, we're at the game. GLP on the camera. Otherwise known as Langevin Productions. Now retreating back. Now to Fram, and trying to get that next strike. Not able to do it. Down the central they were. Good defensive play by the Sharks. The header trying to keep it in there, will not be able to. As running it down was Roz Talvasa. Going to be now a goal kick. Goal kick for the Sharks. Off a deflection. Fram trying to win it, but they can't. And so now here's Catalina. Sending it all the way in as an early ball now, trying to get somebody to run it down. That's Viviana on the wide side, but that ball is going to go out of play, touched out by Fram, so they're going to throw it in outside the area. Penalty area whenever I say that. And it's now in that penalty area, and Fram winning it, but they sent it all the way to a Del Mar Sharks player, trying to gain possession of it in the central there. Roz winning it, looking for a teammate. But that got intercepted by the Sharks. The Sharks want to keep the attack going as they've reduced the size of the field. And they'll continue that process on the near side with Jordan getting it over to Sydney. Sydney in the area now. Intercepted. But getting a strike again is Jordan, and it caroms over. And Katie Lannon is able to make the save. Lannon down the central. Off of a header now by Gabby Alvarez, and then it brought down to the near side. And that's Roz now, and Roz trying to get back to it, but it had some centrifugal force that time for Sydney. And on the near side, we have a collision. It's going to turn out to be a free kick on the foul for Del Mar Sharks. 1-0, the Sharks will begin to pressure Fram into urgency time in about 10 minutes from now. Then all the way up forward by Francesca. And that ball goes out of play. Fram will throw it in, though. Not a big deficit for Fram. Only one goal that they have to make up. Want to get the points out of this match with a tie. And that's the thing that helps you get towards the championship. Loss, you don't get any points. Fram throwing it in. Ella Freeberry will throw it in, and there's a couple of substitutions coming in for the blue and the white numbers of the Del Mar Sharks. And they are defending right now. Delaney sending it all the way upfield. It goes out of play, and Fram will throw it in. Visitors from the other side of L.A. trying to see if they can get an equalizer in this match against the San Diego County team, the Sharks, in this Oceanside SoCal Cup 2017. This is a closer match than it was in 2016 for the SoCal Cup, the GK Sports, first time ever. This tournament has not been around for a long time. It is a young tournament when you look at all the tournaments that are out there. It's going to be a throw-in for Fram. The Sharks are going to keep fresh players in this match. And winning it is Catalina, trying to get a play. Teammate gets a touch, sends it forward towards the attacking third now. And that was a touch by Viviana, sending it out wide. Got a runner there. The Sharks trying to get a cross, and they couldn't get one. Two balls in the field to play right now. It's going to be a goal kick. Lannon wants to drive this ball as far as she can for her team. Down by one in this close match. Urgency time is soon to kick in for Fram. Goes out of play. They will – actually, that was a foul. It's going to be a free kick for Fram, as Ella was fouled on the play. Ella now a strike all the way towards midfield, but it's intercepted now. Two soccer balls in the field, one from the near field. And this one is sent outside the area for the Sharks now. Turning, trying to get a strike, and that ball is intercepted, and it goes out of play. That was a nice turn by Emma, but they couldn't continue on. After the throw-in, Fram, the header forward, and that's what they need. Andy, that header, and then now trying to get to it was Kelly. And trying to go after it is Talia. Her teammate Ella is onto it, sending it forward now. Ella still on the soccer ball now, but Ella can't continue on as it was taken away. The Sharks a little stronger on the ball for the moment. And into space, though. Fram running it down. McKenna after it. McKenna can't win it, though. And here are the Sharks now outside the area for a run down to Central. They got a player into space, and that was Emma, but it was taken away. Nicely done on the near side by Val Reyes. So it's going to be a throw-in. Throw-in, though, for the Del Mar Sharks. Coming out of the match is Andy Seja. And coming out also is Val Reyes. As Fram getting 2 fresh players into the match. Trying to get an equalizer. Down by 1. Del Mar Sharks, surely if they get another goal, it will be to the major undoing of Fram because they will be down by 2 goals, and that's a lot of work to do here in the second half. In the space now with it is Catalina. Catalina goes out wide. The ball sent forward, but intercepted by Fram in the space. That was by Ella. Ella and her teammate. Ella runs onto it now. Now she's got another teammate that runs onto it as well and sends it forward to McKenna. Or rather, that was looking for Maley, and it didn't get there. As it was knocked out by the Del Mar Sharks. And they're going to throw it in now is Fram. Time running out for Fram now. Towards the area. Can't get the strike they want. Upfield. Onto it was Viviana, and then she finds a teammate. That was Claire. Claire sending it to midfield. She's been number 4 out there. And all the way they have to retreat back is the Sharks. As Fram now getting an attack and attacking third, trying to get another strike. And that ball is to a Del Mar Sharks player and across midfield now. They got a counterattack going. On the near side with Emma, and that ball is out of play, but it'll be a throw-in with the Sharks. And every time they get an opportunity for it to go out, it's an advantage. As well as playing in the defensive half of Fram. In the corner now, in the area now, they'd want to get another strike, and that was Claire, and it goes past the byline, and it's going to be a corner kick. Touched out by Fram. Fram down by 1 lone goal here in the second half. Sharks trying to add 1 more goal to the story here. Bracket play. SoCal Cup 2017 off of a bounce now. They do get a strike in the air, and it will go past the near post. Past the byline and out of play. It'll be a goal kick. Del Mar Sharks got the goal in the first half by number 15, Ashley, and it stood up. Nearly an equalizer by Maley in that first half for the Fram, and she just missed it as it clanged off the top of the frame, and then first half closed. Neither team has scored in the second half as making a save there was Lannon. Off the header, going forward, Roz to the near side. Roz running it down. Roz now still on the soccer ball. Roz still going after it, but it goes forward and getting back there. The Sharks was Delaney sending it out of play. Roz in the area now. Wants to get a strike. They do, and just couldn't get another one that time. As Gabby trying to get that strike. See if she could pop it by the keeper, Natalie, but that didn't happen. The wide side, it goes out of play. 1-0, the Sharks lead. Again, not in a hurry. Now in urgency time. The far side, it goes out of play. It looks like it's going to be a throw-in for Fram. Fram will throw it in. And that was an illegal throw-in. So it's going to be a throw-in for the Sharks. Not at the right spot. They'll have to take it back across midfield. Sharks don't mind doing that. He eats up more time off the clock. Taylor drives it out. Off of a header. Brought down. Quick touch by Kelly. And then to the wide side. That's Ella going forward. Intercepted. Here's the Sharks now. On their left flank now. Trying to get a service. Will that happen? It's going to go past the byline, and it's going to be a goal kick. Or no, it turns out to be a corner kick, so they're going to get a corner kick out of it. He motioned one way, and then it turned it the other way. So it's going to be a corner for the Sharks. Emma with the corner. This one could put the match away if they're able to put it in the back of the net. Will that happen, though? And a bending ball bends away from the near post. Katie Lannon sets it up. Down the right flank for Fram. Maley trying to run onto it. It didn't happen. It's taken away by the player in the space. Sent into the central. Roz. Her teammates trying to collect it. The midfielders. Off of a collision. Taken away now. Fram getting the touch they want now. The near side. Roz is on the near side, and Roz going to try to run it down. Had too much pace on it that time. And it'll be a throw-in. Jordan will throw it in. Jordan on the near side. The Sharks across midfield. That's where they want it to go. Down to central. For a shot, and it goes past. The far post. Substitutions for Fram. Lannon intercepted in that space by Ashley. Ella falls down, and it's going to turn out to be, I believe, a free kick over there. If not, they're going to get a throw-in. It'll be their possession. It's going to be a free kick, as I thought. All the way up the right flank. Del Mar Sharks now. A shot and a save by Lannon right there at the line. Comes off her line now. Lannon setting it up. Getting a good one off of a nice bounce in the central. But the Sharks winning it. That was Delaney in that area. But intercepted now. And Fram, that was Giordano getting it all started. Maley now in his space. Maley in the area, and they keep her out of the area that time without fouling. Big play late in the match. As you know, Maley nearly scored in the first half on an aforementioned shot toward the far post. Going to be a throw-in now with the Sharks. That was a throw-in for Fram that time, trying to get something going in the attacking area, not able to do so. Sharks. All the way sent forward. Viviana trying to run it down. Del Mar Sharks. in the area now. Try to get a shot. Saved by Lennon. Down to Central. Fouls working against Fram, so it'll be a free kick. 1-0 match. Substitution's going to come in. Del Mar Sharks. Sharks down to Central. They keep possession to the near side. That's that time by Sydney. And intercepted. And now Fram going back the other way. Well, Charlotte made a nice play. Down to Central. They set a shot and a goal. Go, 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 goal. 1-1. They get the counterattack that they wanted and the strike that they wanted. All in the same to tie it up, and it's one apiece. Maley being able to put it into the back of the net. Lannon off of a bounce now. Different match now as it is tied. Just mentioned about the match that we saw on Monday in the Surf Cup and how in the last number of minutes it became very interesting. And a foul. And it'll be Gabby Alvarez setting it up for her teammate. And Fram getting a free kick. But a substitution's going to occur. Back into the match is Roz. And she should be well rested at this point. As Fram wants to try to win this match. Down the entire match, 1-0. And now they got the equalizer. Roz sitting it forward. Outside, trying to run onto it. That time was Reyes. But Roz now, who has been instrumental in their offensive attack. Roz fending off the players, sitting into some space, but intercepted by the Sharks. Sent forward all the way down. Natalie hasn't had to do much work in this match until just recently, finding one into the back of the net as she committed herself on the play. And nobody to be able to be back there to help out. Viviana now. Viviana going around two players. Finding a teammate in the space, but taken away. Here's Roz now. Roz didn't do anything with it quickly and was taken away, and they did get a shot out of it. Lannon off of an intercept. Going out wide. Goes out of play. And it's going to be a throw-in. The throw-in from the far side, Fram. In this 1-1 match, looking like it might turn out to be a tie, where both teams get something out of it. Most of the domination time has been for the Del Mar Sharks, and that is the end of the match. But even though they had most of the possession time in this match, most of the touches, Fram finding a way, and that's the way soccer is, to put one into the back of the net and get a tie out of this match, and points towards trying to get to the championship. Both teams will benefit from the tie. We will have players mention something right after this. So stick with us. Greg G.K. Porter back here after the SoCal Cup match, and obviously it was between Fram and the Del Mar Sharks, ending up 1-1. And now the girls from Fram, Palos Verdes, are going to say something about the tournament and introduce themselves. So here they are.
Hi, I'm Roslyn, and I'm really excited for this tournament, and I was really nervous and mad back there in the game because we were losing 1-0, but Melee got our last one, and like we're really hyped now.
Hi, my name is Katie, and I hope that we win this tournament and get another trophy for our team.
My name is Kelly, and this tournament's been really fun, and I hope we come out of it with a win of the tournament. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Gabby, and I hope we win this tournament and bring home the cup. So, yeah.
Hi, my name is Charlotte, and I'm just super excited for this tournament, and I hope we come out with a trophy.
Hi, my name is Andy, and I hope we go to the finals and win another trophy for our team. Gab, who's next? Melee. Call me.
You don't have to. If you want to, step up. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Melee. Never give up on the ball and never look down when you're like losing. And go Fram!
Hi, my name is Taylor, and I really love my teammates, and I think we're going to go far this season.
Okay. Hi, my name is McKenna, but they call me Macca. And I'm also excited for this tournament and to win that really big trophy so we can fill it up with candy.
Somebody take
Okay, girls, do your cheer. Get together and do your Fram cheer.
Guys, come on. Ready?
It'll be on three.
Ready?
On the 3.
No, Fram.
Fine.
No, Fram.
Wait, everyone. I'm going to say Fram on 3. Ready? Go.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Fram on 4! 1, 2, 3, 4, Fram!
All right. Thank you, ladies. Good job. Good job. Good luck. Greg G.K. Porter, you saw that Fram decided to say some words for us. Not today for the Del Mar Sharks, but a great soccer club as well. And you saw that Ashley scored the goal for the Del Mar Sharks in the first half, and it looked like it was going to stand up all the way until later in the second half when Melee scored the goal to tie it up. We hope you enjoyed all of the action from the SoCal Cup here in Oceanside. I'm Greg G.K. Porter. For George Langevin, GLP, saying take care of yourself as always. God bless. And remember to save this one on whatever apparatus you save it on. Until next time, bye now from Oceanside, the SoCal Cup 2017.